This is one of the most popular genres of all time, if not the most, and honestly, it's kind of taken over the internet, especially with a certain audience, a middle-aged woman. And maybe this genre is just not my thing. Or maybe there's a tiny possibility that I just haven't been reading the right ones. That's why for the next week, I'm going to only be reading books from my least favorite genre. And let me just say that I have no hope for this video. I am not expecting to find a 5-star read from this genre, and if I can't find a 5-star, then this genre is patooey just like I thought. Greetings apprentices, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Arlin, and you're probably wondering what this genre that I've been speaking so highly of is. Drum roll please. Contemporary romance. Oh, I am fine with romance in other genres,
but there's something about contemporary romance.
The main reason I don't like it is because of the cringy, unrealistic vibes that it has. At least when I'm reading like fantasy or dystopian, I know that it's unrealistic, right? But contemporary romance, that's real life, or it's supposed to be. But I will say another reason I don't typically like this genre or read it is because it's very, very hard to find any clean contemporary books, like extremely hard. So that's honestly a problem. And I also will say there are a few books that I've read where I'm like, okay, this was pretty good, but there was always like something about the vibe that just prohibited me from rating it a 5-star. Okay guys, I think it's actually time to get on with the video, start the reading. Our first stop is the library because you better believe I'm not buying those books. I just have no hope. So yeah, and on that depressing note, let's go to the library. We have officially made it to Barnes & Noble. I mean, force of habit much? The library. I need to scoot my chair back some. When I'm driving, I literally have to scoot up so much. The screen looks kind of hazy right now, like it's giving sunshine summer vibes. I'm actually dying. I think now is a good time to reveal the first book that I'm going to be reading, if I can find it here. If it's not here, then I honestly just gonna go to another library. I'm trying to save up money for a car, so like, I'm, you know, not trying to spend money. It's so hot, I'm gonna die. Okay, the first book that I'm going to be reading in this video is Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. I know I've said in my past videos that I'm not going to read it or something, but for this video, I'm willing to give it a shot. A lot of people that I know and like just every single person on the internet seems to just absolutely love this book. So I'm actually kind of excited, and I'm also excited because if it's bad, then I get to like trash talk it. Anyways, yeah, the first book I'm gonna get is Better Than the Movies. Obviously it should be here unless somebody is currently reading it, but yeah, and I also am probably gonna get the other book that I'm gonna be reading, but I'm not gonna reveal what it is until I start it. So yeah, let's go. What ignore that tissue in the background.
10 minutes later.
It's never there when I need it. Never there. But I'm going to another library because I'm not giving up. This video must go on. I'm actually so happy that it's hot though, because that means it's summer. I'm actually going to like a beach in a couple of days, so I actually just realized I can take you guys with me and maybe I can do some reading while I'm there. That's actually gonna be so much fun. So anyways, let's head to the other library. Autobot, scroll out. Okay guys, we made it to library number 2, and there are so many people around, so let's just go in because I literally Okay guys, we are at the last library. This is our last, this is my last hope, okay? So it better be here. Get out of here. Excuse you? I finally got the books. I actually could not find, excuse me? I actually could not find Better Than the Movies, which is so annoying. It makes sense because it's super popular, so people check it out all the time, but we're gonna get that probably. I don't know, I might just have to reserve it. Oh, actually, you know what? I might have to order it because this video is taking place during a week, so like, I'm in a dilemma. I got 3 books. One of them was one that I had already planned on. The other 2 were ones that I found that I think would suit this video. And since I couldn't find better than movies, I'm actually going to be starting with P.S. I Like You. Yeah, that's what it's called, by Casey West. I've actually heard a good bit about this, and I think this is her most popular book, but I don't know. I read like one other book by her. Let's get home because I was not expecting this trip to take that long. So yeah. Guys! Okay, we are leaving for the beach. I'm waiting on my mom to get here. It's just gonna be us two today. I rarely ever get to go to the beach, so I'm so excited. I love the beach so much. It's a really hot day today, so yay! I'm very excited to get some sunlight because honestly, aside from my face, I feel like I have not been getting sun much lately with sun protection, or sunscreen as they say. I'll see you guys at the beach. We made it.
Sun all day. Right at the end there, the wind blew and I got a teeny bit of sand on it.
Oh no. It's okay. There's no sand on it.
I know, the bag.
Just got back from reading on the beach. We are now going on some trails by the beach. Why is it so bright right there? Okay guys, I have made it past day 1. It is officially day number 2 of this challenge, and I think it's time for my first update of the video. First of all, I got to page 214, which is chapter 34, and yeah, I'm actually kind of enjoying it. Like, hello? This book doesn't actually have that cringy vibe that I'm talking about. I could genuinely see this happening very easily in real life, so that's a plus. And also, like, things are just not going very well for our main character in general in this book, so this book just feels a little bit more realistic than some of the other contemporary romances I've read. I should probably tell you guys a little bit about what this book is about. So far, this book is definitely clean, which is good because it was supposed to be when I looked it up. We're following this girl named Lily. It's set in high school, and she has this like mortal enemy named Cade. They do not get along. Her best friend used to date him, and she's convinced that she's the reason they broke up because she could not get along with him at all. It actually very much reminds me of the book I read in my last video called I Hope This Doesn't Find You, because essentially when she's in chemistry class, she ends up writing like the name of her favorite band on her desk, and then the next day she finds somebody else had written something back, and so she's like, what? Somebody actually knows about this obscure band that like only I seem to know about. And so basically they end up exchanging letters. They're in different periods of chemistry, so they don't know like who each other is, but they have the same seat. And so every day they'll like check under their desk and there'll be a new letter to read, and then they'll put their new one back under it. So basically they're anonymously writing letters to each other, and they have somewhat in common, like especially music taste, but their family life is completely different, and they end up literally sharing like very personal things. And as you might imagine, this is not a spoiler because honestly it's the most obvious thing in the world. Basically the person that Lily has been messaging has been Cade.
No
and
way.
Yeah, so she finds that out like halfway through the book, which was extremely obvious. We still, however, do not know if Cade knows it's her or not. I honestly would not be surprised if the plot twist at the end was like, hey, I knew it was you the whole time. I liked you and I just wanted to message you. Even though you hate me, I wanted you to like me. So I don't know, like I would not be surprised at all. So it definitely reminds me of I Hope This Doesn't Find You. Just a little bit more clean. There hasn't been, I think, a single bad word in this book, and I'm actually kind of enjoying it. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I really like how it doesn't have that cringy vibe. I have about this much left of the book, so we're definitely over halfway, but oftentimes the ending is what makes me love or hate a book, so the ending could completely ruin it for me. I don't think I'm gonna end up giving this a 5-star, but it's probably gonna be like a 4 point something, but a 5-star isn't completely out of the picture. I just have this bad feeling that it's gonna be a horrible ending. I don't know why. Probably because the book has been good so far. So I like the main character. She's very quirky, and like everyone in her life thinks of her as like the weird person. She does say like some things every now and then that I'm just like, why did you say that? Like what? Okay, let me actually pull up an example for you that literally just happened. She's with Cade right now. can't find it for some reason, but she ends up saying like 5 different times in the book something about the Cade guy being hot to his face on accident. Hello. It's okay though, because I'm pretty sure he's insecure. No, I'm just kidding. Also, I just what is this cover? Like, I don't like real people on books, like most people don't. But this one, like, it's not as bad as some of them I've seen, but why? Why exactly is my question? Is this the cover? I mean, I get it, I guess, but like, huh? I just don't know why this would be an option. Anyways, I'm gonna continue reading, and hopefully this book does not disappoint me because I'm actually liking it so far. Maybe this could actually be the first contemporary romance book that I give a 5-star. I don't know. And if it's not, we still have several days left of this week to read romance books, unfortunately. So I will get back to you guys when I finish the book. Okay guys, I just got back from a party. It is currently 11 p.m. but I realized I finished this book today and I didn't update you guys yet, so I wanted to do that before I go to bed so that tomorrow I can start the next book. Okay, so first of all, the ending unfortunately did disappoint me a little bit. I was cringing, let's just say. Genuinely, why did it have to end like that? As usual, it was a cringy ending. Not my style. I would honestly rather it just sort of end. Like, I don't need anyone to kiss, okay? Like, can we just not? I know I'm probably, like, in the minority there. I understand that. So, aside from the ending, I did enjoy the book. It was pretty good. The ending, though. Okay, in all honesty, though, I feel like I am gonna give this a 4.25 stars. So, it honestly went downhill because of that ending, which is kind of unfortunate, but I still really ultimately enjoyed this book. That's why it still has kind of a high rating. And I would recommend this because it's really clean and honestly it was fun, but not a 5-star. So tomorrow I will start another book and we'll see if that one's a 5-star or if it's worse than this one. I had fun with this book, but unfortunately it just wasn't quite there. You know what I'm saying? I honestly do not have a lot of hope for the next book I'm going to be reading, which is To All the Boys I've Loved Before. This is a super famous book, popular, and I just feel like I'm not going to like it. So it's actually similar to the other book in that there's like letters, I think, involved, but I don't really know that much about it because I don't really care. So I'm going to try this, and I'm just not excited because I don't think it looks like something I would enjoy, but you know what? That's what this video is for, to see, just in case. We still have, what, like 4 days left? Oh, okay, it's fine, it's fine. And I still am gonna get better than the movies at some point, so yeah. I will see you guys tomorrow when we start this book.